this is the path of the Scarabas. So the puzzles go over here. You'll have the ToA plugin puzzle helper just because normally you have to memorize these walls over here and with what the core center values is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You go through and do the different puzzles. Most people generally try to skip this when you're on a solo, however in groups you do have to do that puzzle. Puzzle room is very simple. It's very just a memory game of doing the same repeated steps over again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, you can't step on another tile or else you fuck up the puzzle and you have to restart it. Memory game, this is where you memorize the numbers. Down here, when you press it, it says 25, so then you'd have to remember up here what numbers correlate to walking onto 25. Once you walk on the numbers that equal 25, the door opens and you can go to the next step. This is a light switch game. You literally stand on the tiles, flip them over, and it basically turns the light on to solve the puzzle. This is basically like the childhood memory game where you gotta match the pairs. Solos, you do it together. Otherwise, in groups, one person's on each side. The way that is my preferred method of solving this is I generally start from my opposite teammates. So if I'm on the right side, I'm looking at their top right, and I'll solve the puzzle from their right, center, left, down like an S. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This puzzle room is very simple. It only gets complicated when you don't have the puzzle helper and plugin, because a lot of things are based upon your memory and memorizational skills. Once the puzzle's done, we'll go into the next room. This is Kephri, the boss fight of the Scarabas. In Kephri, your best options are to come in here, turn on Piety, and attack. Kephri is going to do a Vorkat style attack that will do massive damage on the tile and square selected. At higher invocations, it does get wider to a 9x9 area. When you see dung upon you, Kephri is about to do a dung attack, which basically is going to throw you back and fling dung out. When that is the case, you have these tiles marked here, so that way you can do a trap when you have more overloads on and other enemies. I forgot my anti-poison. Now, during this phase, when you have multiple people, you need to focus on killing the spitter, which is the ranger, and whoever's on this side can take out their blowpipes and start to take down the swarms. Taking down the swarm just basically allows Kephri not to gain her full shield back up. It lessens how long the fight is, but also lessens how many points you get in total. This is where Kephri comes out and will throw out eggs. These brown eggs will spawn basically larvae that will start attacking with ranged attacks. You can come over here and kill them, and it basically just allows you to turn off your range prey and save some space. Be aware that the kamikaze bugs are going to come down just like Kephri's attack. At higher invocations, it is going to be a 3x3 tile lane. But on the lower invocations, it's just a singular tile. When you do the trap, it's going to pair you up at higher invocations with 2 people, depending on how many you have. So if there's 3 of us, it's going to be me and the first person, and then the second time Kephri's going to do the dung attack, it's going to be me, the first person, and the third person. It alternates and rotates with those people because it wants to get people out and over. Kephri's fight is by far one of the easiest ones. 3 phases to break her shield. Once her shield is completely broken, then you actually can attack her full health. And that is the fight of Scarabas, and that's Kephri done.